Welcome. Can you hear me okay? Empathy Bear isn't as tall as me. So we had to adjust for him. How is everyone doing today? We're going to try and be child friendly since we're discussing Molten, parents, children, the community, and Empathy Bear, our social media accounts. If our children have phones and access to social media, what they do with that social media, and what adults are supposed to do if there are children on their social media. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about the community of Molten. We're continuing with Empathy Bear and his fan account that somebody created. So he's going to stay to this in this live stream here, since it involves him and the social media, which is worldwide, right? Instagram is worldwide. This is better. Here. I'm going to fix it for him. Make sure it's on today's properly. Since you seem to like irritating people and disrupting their emotions, we're going to make it useful today, right? A useful live stream for all of Malta and the whole community. Everybody in it. Yeah. Better. Is that better? You can see him okay? Let me read the comments. You talk to Empathy Bear. So back to the parents. Do the parents in Malton use bad words and swear? Do the children use bad words and swear in Malton? Well, if I just go over that Empathy Bear fan page, should I guess how old that person is? Is it an adult, a teenager? Somewhere in between, 20, 30? You posted what about me? You're using Empathy Bear. If that's my business and my name, I'm a narcissistic abuse recovery life coach. Empathy Bear. Do you know what the word empathy means? I'm sure that person is real empathetic. Well, if you see, I post posted that I'm having a live stream at 7, and you come doing that outside the window. What did you guys just do? You testing the windows now? You're a joke. Yeah, I heard the fire truck. Let's hope the police are there. Well, since you're such a joke and enjoying yourselves, right? Accusing people of being what? Child molesters, and you have children, and I'm hoping some of you leave. We're just going to show them every time now. Every single one, every tenant in all of the buildings. I don't care since. Go over it again, what you involved. Oh, let me hear again what you involved. This is my window. I should be able to open it whenever I want, right? And keep it open. I have 2 windows in my apartment. Well, we understand what happens when I go to the mall, right? And try to live stream from there. This is my own apartment in Malton. So let's go on to the people and why their mouths matter. Why I'm in danger right now because of their mouths. Nobody's laughing with any of you. You involve children, Peel Children's Aid, the police, the fire, the ambulance, drugs. You're standing in a visitor parking. Let me hear this now. If police showed up and your kids got taken, yes, you are going to sit and listen. You're the people. My business. How many times? My name. Do you see more than one of me? My business is a narcissistic abuse recovery life coach. Do you remember me telling you that? 2019, I opened the business. Where did you hear the word narcissist? Where did you hear the word empathy? Why are you doing empathy training? Do you remember all of that? What do you want to talk about? Grandiosity? Entitlement? Narcissistic mothers? Well, you were going over my looks and perfection earlier, right? You don't believe I'm what? Because I don't look like what? I'm not professional enough. How many things have you told me? Yeah, I want you to explain it now to all of Malton so I can put it on YouTube for the whole world. For 6 years, the real life coaches, right, were trying to get the evidence, put all the videos they could, because you kept denying to do what? Get money? Make money? Get clout? Popularity? Which one? And now we're sitting here and nobody has anything. And what? What are you complaining about now? You took a teddy bear for children. If it was their teachers, you're the school board in Malton. You are the teachers. You are the schools. You are the Malton. What do you mean if it was? Then who taught them? It's either the parents or the schools. Who taught them to swear? Who taught them to be mean? Who taught them to have no empathy? Why are they leaving comments like this? 6 years. How old were they then? In high school? If they're in college now leaving comments like this, are they in high school? So what were they in elementary? 6 isn't going to change. Count them. You're the one what? 2019? That was the same school board, right? Why don't we go over my teeth again? If I didn't end up homeless, I would have had my insurance I paid for, right? That pays for dental. Why don't we take a good look at your teeth? No, everybody in Malton, I want to hear how they have dental. 6 years in a homeless shelter. What would you like me to do? Pull them out? I want to hear this. What do you think is going to happen if I get dentures or get false? You wouldn't even know the difference, right? Because people did it and you don't know the difference. What? You don't make fun of them? Oh, I'm laughing. Like I said, if I punched you and knocked your teeth out, what do you think you would do? My teeth are good. I had braces. Do you hear yourself? What a moron you are. Your teeth aren't good. You had braces. They were crooked. What do you think braces are for? You wear them for years to straighten them, right? To train your teeth, to straighten them. That's what braces are. Braces for your teeth. Do you understand now? The meaning of the actual word braces for your teeth? What is a brace for? Just like if you had one for your leg, to do what? To stabilize it? So go ahead, talking about other people's teeth. Now it's your turn. My teeth are good. I had braces. Yeah, let's go over. What are braces? What are they for? Go over that again since you're talking. I want you to understand what you just told me, why you're talking about mine when yours are no better. Yeah, I fixed them and they're good now and well taken care of. Well, if I had $1 million, I would fix them and they'd be good now and all taken care of, as I just explained, right? So you just had that whole conversation for absolutely nothing. Shall we go back to the children now and what's going to happen to them in 5 years if you're the grown-ups that are around? Malton is a small place, right? One mall, one community center. Why don't you go over what happened when I went to live stream in the mall in the Westwood Square? How many of you own your house? How many of you have a mortgage? You keep talking about mortgages. How many of you own your house, have a mortgage? Don't rent. That's what I mean. I want everything for free. So let's go back to if you hear kids swearing, we understand, right? It's either the school or the parents they're learning it from. All the adults who don't have anything to do with children in Malton who have to live here. That's who it's for. Just like everything else, why would I have to cater? Why would I have to put up with it? If, like you keep saying, I'm on ODSP, I'm 46, I have nothing to do, I can do whatever I want all day, why shouldn't I go around Malton and do what you guys do? Why shouldn't I cause problems and be mean to your children and old people? I don't see any reason if you're doing it. Let me hear why. Oh, especially after all of this, all your commenting. Why are you so focused on children? You have no children. Stop being a creep. Why am I so focused on children? Take a look at the adults. Those are your children. Why am I so focused on children? You're disgusting. Oh, let's hear again. What should I be focused on? Right here in Malton. What should I be focused on? Yeah, you're talking about hopelessness, right? Let's go. The rest of my life in Malton, I'm 46. Everybody in Malton, let's hear this. What should I be focused on in Malton for the rest of my life after you destroyed how many businesses? Yeah, you don't want me near children, near schools, right? Because which one? Empathy, Bear, of all things, right? You're teaching empathy. You have courses teaching people empathy, like firefighters, ambulance, whoever you are. I didn't go to high school, remember? Did I go to special ed classes? What do you think special education is? Do you want to go over ESL? English as a second language? What that is? Did you go to ESL classes? They want to fix the school system. I just told you I didn't graduate, right? So go ahead. Special education classes, special ed classes in high school. What is ESL? English as a second language. That's the same thing? So because you went to English as a second language classes to make sure you understood the work and passed. Yes, I'm unemployed. It's going to change. You're the ones in the school system talking to me about what special education is. Go over ESL. You're the teachers, but you don't know what it is? Let me hear again. What's English as a second language? ESL. Why am I 46 telling the school and the children this? Oh, or weren't you teaching empathy and tolerance and what else? No, I don't have empathy, right? That's why I opened the business, a narcissistic abuse recovery life coach, because I don't have empathy. How do you think I know the word narcissist? My business doesn't make any money. I know that's called financial abuse. That's what I keep explaining to you guys. One day I'm going to snap, right? And rob one of you. Yes, you're broke, Amy. That means I have no money, financial abuse. Now let's explain to this building. Let's explain to Malton. I can't work because it's in the lease. So what did you guys do during COVID working from home? Why they had to change the lease so you can't work from your home? Did you take advantage, cheat, lie? I'm not laughing. That lease says 2022, right? So what did you guys do that they had to change it? All of COVID, everybody was working from home. You understand, right? My whole life, that's what I did, work from home, call center agent. When I worked? Oh, no, you're going to sit here, go over it, all of Malton. All of COVID, how did you work? You're talking about people who have no money. I want you to go over COVID again and why you use the food bank. Why are you homeless? Why do you use childcare? That's all money you need, right? So what are you talking about? I'm broke. Where do you think childcare comes from? You? The childcare benefit? Where does the food bank come from? Food bank food come from you? Oh, all of Malton is going to sit here and explain. I'm like, oh, let's hear, how much money do you make? It's an insult calling me poor. Yeah, I told you, one by one. You're going to look right at me and explain it. Why did you have a food bank during COVID? What did you do? How did you make money? Why did you lose your house? Why is there a homeless problem? You're broke, Amy. Yeah, you're going to explain it. Everybody in Malton, I told you, until I get a job and make money. They want to know why there's nothing in Malton and there's nowhere to go. They have no future. So I'm just telling them. They're making jokes, but what are you doing? Again, you want free house and free food bank and free childcare. Why are you laughing? Get a job and move out of Malton. The city makes you insane. Yeah, get a job and move out of Malton. I'm in an apartment on ODSP the rest of my life. Why? I just explained. Why would I have to do anything? Why shouldn't I sit out here and call the police on you guys all day, try to get you evicted, make up stories about you? Oh, I want to hear why. You accused me of recording you. Why shouldn't I actually do it and make it look the worst I could? Actually watch you get evicted and laugh at you. I want to know why. Amy, will you ever have kids of your own? Wow, that's real genius. No, that's why I do things like this. Those poor kids out there who have to live with abusive parents, they might appreciate it. Who are they going to ask for help? The school, the teachers? How many of your kids go to PLASP? How do you call it? The hub? Does it matter? Before school starts. The school is kindergarten, right? Grade. When you go to kindergarten, you're 5. So how many of your kids go before that to childcare anywhere in Malton? So they go to kindergarten at 5 years old, right? And it's all day kindergarten now, or do they still have a choice of half day? Is it all day, full day kindergarten? Yeah, we went over why they made it full day. If children need naps, that's why they're mean and cranky. That's why kindergarten was half day. Well, I came up with that theory myself. They need their nap. Did they take naps at class? If they're there all day, if the parents are working, how long is that? Yeah, I'm going to check every service now. No, I'm too focused, remember? Just like you said. No, I'm going to take pictures of the comments after the live stream. I'm hoping you live in Malton so I can get you. Yes, I did. Even better, right? If you're around children and I can get rid of you. Yeah, I'll do a cooking video as soon as I get money and get food, right? Do you understand how that works? When I get food to eat, I cook it and make you a cooking video. Yeah, all of you see money somewhere, right? Well, you're the ones using the word life coach and selling everything. You see how funny that is? Yeah, what kind of courses do they have? Life skills? What do you think the difference is? Financing, budgeting, cooking? What do you think meal planning? What do you think all that is that you guys are selling? No, I never considered working at a dispensary. That's why I have my cancel. Like I said, if these are the actual adults, I don't know how you have jobs, much less kids, and take care of them. I miss Angie. Atkinson. She was a real life coach. She didn't disable comments and call her fans. Yeah, bad words, right? Really? Why did I get blocked out of that group, Spanily, if you're the same nice people? Well, tell me. Why? What happened to her group? Before she died. Tell me what happened, since you're experts and you miss her so much. Can I hold a real job? No, I'm detective now. That's my real job. I do it for free. Can you hold a real job? I'm waiting to find who it is. That's all I'm waiting for. Is my apartment still a mess? Yeah. Can you imagine? My priority isn't cleaning. I'm not obsessed with cleaning. That might be an issue you need to look into with the doctor. Why don't we talk about a psychiatrist or a counselor if they sat here with you? How much they charge you for an hour? If I can hold a job? If my apartment is a mess? Or are these homeless people talking to me about if my apartment is a mess? The ones waiting for a housing subsidy from the government to get their own house? Who is it then? The people living in their house in Malton? Renting? Which one is it? Can you imagine now? If somebody told you over and over, I have a roach infested apartment, what you do to their house. No, I want everybody in Malton to hear this. Every single one of them, their actual house. If somebody accused you of having a roach infested apartment, what'd you do to them? Everybody everywhere in Malton, buddy. Amy spent 6 years homeless. That's what we call a skill issue. We who? Oh, the employment workers? Oh, that's real good. What do you need to get employed as a employment worker? What do you need to do as an employment worker? Fill out a form on the computer? Like what? Yeah, I want to hear the employment worker. What do you need to do that job? You what? Yeah, you explain it now. No, it's don't trust wine. Yeah, do you want to go over what's going to happen if I go to the Tim Hortons today? Well, who's going to be locked in the bathroom today? Are the police going to show up again? How many of them? 4, 5, 6, 8? Peel Police? Toronto Police? Let me hear about you again. Yeah, you're sitting here joking around, right? But when something really happens, you're going to call my name how many times? Let you hear what? How many times did I tell you? What are you doing involving me, Malton? You don't understand? If something happens, why are you calling my name? Like what? How did I get the knife up on Gorway there a couple months back? You forgot we were here? We were all listening? What time that was? Why don't you go check that story again? You want to go over? Yeah, real estate agent needs a car. Or you're not going to be a very good one, right? Why don't I what? I don't know what it takes to become a real estate agent? What? I'm afraid that whatever has taken over Malton for the past 6 years, like I said, it seems like you've gone dimmer and dimmer. So let's talk about the future of your children. Where are they going to go to college? University? Where are they going to go? Yeah, what's the reality? Which one? Oh, if it's Humber, that's Rexdale, right? What else? Sheridan? There's Brampton. That's Brampton. What other ones? If you're in Malton here. Traveling if you don't want to travel to downtown Toronto. You said everybody, everything, right? So let's hear what other ones. You said don't focus on children, so let's focus on the ones you broke. Really? That wasn't all those colleges? They were doing what every week? My children will go to U of T. Speaking of U of T, right, where did they jump? You're sitting here laughing at. My children will go to U of T, an Ivy League school, because they push them for Black excellence. Meanwhile, a couple months ago, right, they were talking about one offed himself which way, one offed himself that way. It's the same U of T. You actually joking with me right now? You can't be sitting here writing this, right? Move out of Malton. What is wrong with you? Why would I move when you're the garbage? Speaking of Black excellence, how many times did I tell you that has nothing to do with me? You don't know why I'm asking about schools, because for 6 years you went over systemic racism and systemic violence. That was the school board. That was Malton Moms. Those are the Peel Police. That's Peel Children's Aid. Are you understanding why? These are the schools in Malton where I have to run my business. The Peel School Board, the Catholic School Board. Do you understand why now? You don't know why I'm asking about schools. When you dropped out to smoke reefer with your drug dealer boyfriend. Oh, that's real good. Why don't you go find Daniel Drummond right now and let's hear what he does? Well, you all are watching what I do, right? So let's hear. What does Daniel Drummond do? Do your sister and niece and nephews watch your Instagram? How would I know that? They live right down the street and there's a restraining order because somebody called the police. You are the joke and I'm going to show you. Why don't we go over femicide? How they ended up. Why don't we talk about Embrave and what they did? Why don't we talk about where interim places? Let's talk about Ontario Works. Well, Peel Housing, it's St. Peel. What's my problem? I just told you I have to live here for the rest of my life. You destroyed my business. You're sitting here telling me about making money if I can hold a job. You're lucky the anniversary of 9/11 passed. Yeah, Jonathan Davis is coming up, right? We got 2 days. You want to keep pushing people? Does it hurt your feelings knowing you'll spend Christmas alone this year while your entire family is together spreading joy and love? No, remember last year I bought the Christmas tree and had it in the window, the white with the colored lights? I bought my turkey. Remember that when I posted the turkey? Why are you stuck on me being alone? If you can't be alone, that's an issue, right? You're born by yourself. As an individual, you grow up, you learn to take care of yourself, right? There's no expectation in life that you get an attachment, a wife, a husband, a son, a brother to do things for you, right? That's the way it works for everyone. Why do people go to the food bank? All those free meals on Christmas. To be with other people, to get free food? Does it hurt your feelings knowing you'll spend Christmas alone this year while your entire family is together spreading joy and love? Let me hear how you're different. What if you did that in Malton? Where would you hold it? Why didn't you laugh? I'll post a video after the turkey I made. Yeah, do you? If I wanted to give the rest away, what would I have done with it? How many times? Cupcakes, right. I got a health inspection for this apartment, a nonprofit, so I could make food and give it out for free. And you still stop that. Do you understand that? A nonprofit. You keep telling people about I'm making money from my apartment. Do you understand what you're doing at this minute? Why are you laughing at that? No, I can't cook. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. No, I told you, every time the food bank and when you're at the shelter and you get those meals, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, when you all want to go there, I'm going to remind you. When's Thanksgiving this year? Hold on, let me look it up in Canada. Well, the kids might like that. Thanksgiving. If we plan a nice Thanksgiving, we do an online one. What if we do a Thanksgiving stream this year for everybody, the families? Everybody can attend in Malton. Monday, October 13th, 2025. It's Thanksgiving in Canada on a Monday. Almost a month. Tomorrow is September 13th. So October 13th. We have a month to plan it. Got it, everybody? Just trying to make sure you can see. Okay. October 13th on a Monday is Thanksgiving. You can't see him. Let me see where he is. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have an inclusion Thanksgiving for everyone this year. We'll have it online. We'll have a live stream. We'll do a live stream. Adults, kids, everyone invited. Right? Right. You probably have the Monday off of school, right? Probably the holiday. What kinds of arts and crafts do you do for Thanksgiving at school? You make the hand turkeys. I'll have to think of some arts and crafts. Me and Empathy Bear are going to do arts and crafts then, since we have a big celebration for Thanksgiving coming up. Right? Right. Well, since you're mean people, you keep commenting on us being alone, we're just going to make videos for other people who are alone, and then they can watch them online. Right? If we can't make a town hall meeting because we can't get there on the bus because we don't have the money, we can watch online videos for free from our house. So there. The conventional spread of turkey gravy, potatoes, squash, and rolls with cranberry sauce on the side and pumpkin pie for dessert is very typical. Okay. Well, now that we know that, we can plan our Thanksgiving dinner. What kind of desserts? I don't know. I don't eat pumpkin pie. I'm not a fan of pumpkin and pumpkin spice and pumpkin pie. So, a nice cheesecake, a nice pecan pie. Oh, I'll make a pecan pie there. Butter tarts. How about that? Pecan tarts, not butter tarts. I don't like raisins. So we'll make pecan tarts. You're not getting the recipe. Nobody's allowed to have it. They're pocket pies. What am I going to do with a big pecan pie? If I make pecan tarts, I can just take one with me. Don't you guys learn? I'm one person. I can't take a whole pie. What do I make? Cupcakes? Oh, did I not say it correctly? Let's go into when I wanted to be a speech pathologist. Do you know what that is? A speech pathologist? That's what I wanted to do when I was in Ridgewood. I wanted to be a speech pathologist. What do we do if we don't get a turkey? Well, worst case, there's always the lunch meats, right? Turkey, that you can get real turkey, sliced turkey. Sometimes they have those packages. They have like the box ones, frozen ones. There's all kinds of options in the grocery store if you can't get an actual turkey. I did look last year. Remember, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, there's Easter when they have hams and turkeys out and around. If you can't get to Walmart, if you can't carry it, when I got one from Walmart, it was how much? And I put it in my backpack and brought it on the bus. So that's how I got that one that I have the video of. That's why I brought it here. I should post the video. Yeah, you're laughing. I'd like to see half of you doing that. The Walmart, it's the same Walmart in Brampton. Go there on the bus, buy a turkey and bring it back. Sure, to this building. And then you can go to your house. Yeah, without a car. Do you understand that? With your two legs? With your two hands carrying it? Mm-hmm. What do you think makeup I wear now? I have 5 fingers. It says Amy do a flip. Why can't you afford the bus? Because the bus is what, $4.50 now? Mm-hmm. And if I walk to Wendy's and I buy a junior bacon cheeseburger, that's what, $2.69? So you can afford Mary Jane every single day, but you can't get a bus pass. Well, see, I smoke to eat, right? So I'm not nauseous. If I'm nauseous, what am I going to do with the bus? Watch it? You think I'm going to get on a bus if I'm nauseous? So why shouldn't I have the Mary Jane first? What am I going to do with the bus? Why are you talking? A government program to get you a bus pass. Yes, I had it. What do you think happens when you tap with the Presto? You get a discount when? Okay, let's take a good look at where I am in Malton. Where do I need to take the bus to go in reality? Besides the Walmart, if I go to Walmart. If I take the bus to Square One, what am I going to do there? Go into the mall and do what? Walk around? If I go to Bramley, that's another mall. What am I going to do there? Where do the other buses in Malton go? Let's try to go over all of them. The Brampton buses go where? Torbram? That goes to City Center, right? And then the other one goes by the Walmart. And the Mississauga, what? TTC goes where? The subway? Kipling? There's a number 7 that goes to Square One. The one that goes to Woodbine, that's Rexdale. The Malton Loop. What other buses are there? 107? Where does that go? Square One? Malton Loop? The bus that goes to the GO station? The one that goes to Derry? The one that goes to Vanguard? Sure, I'll remember eventually where it's supposed to go. I'm going to reevaluate my entire life. Can you imagine that? Why? What am I going to reevaluate? What is the point of your life if you're just smoking weed and yelling at children? Wow. I'm really going to start recording Molten. I told you, when I do it, don't ever, ever talk. Mm-hmm. What is sushi? If it's fish, raw fish, seaweed, and rice. I eat shrimp. What else is in? If it's imitation crab, is it real crab? It's raw fish on a bed of rice. It's what wealthy socialites like me eat to show society that I'm worth a damn. I'll take you out. You can have a taste of high society. Well, if I go to Freshco and buy the seaweed wrappers, I'll get some raw fish and some sesame seeds. I have rice in my cupboard. I can show you too how high society lives. Do you want me to do that? I'm sure they can find the sheets in the Freshco there, little snack size ones. Wealthy socialites like you eat. It's raw fish on a bed of rice. You forgot the seaweed wrapper. Is it just raw fish on a bed of rice? Why are you laughing? Oh, real good. I'm going to call the police on you. Oh, I really hope they show up and get you guys while I'm right here. Don't trust wine. Is the one who made the comment about it's raw fish on a bed of rice. That's what wealthy socialites like me eat to show society that I'm worth a damn. I'll take you out so you can have a taste of high society. High society. So I can have a taste of high society. Sushi. Or should I share it Facebook and Twitter? Got it. I told you I eat shrimp. This is the easiest one I can find. You can tell me if you choose your own soy sauce, what kind you use. Well, he wanted to give me a taste of what? High society? So I'm just letting you know beforehand before you get disappointed. I don't know what kind of avocado, but I don't eat avocado, so. Oh. What happened? With me? You got quiet? Are you sure? When? My niece, my sister. Which one? They like to eat? Yes, I am aware. They like to pay good money too, right? To eat. Whose is it? The money that they like to pay to eat. The sushi. Oh, probably the Grammy. Look, Walmart has 12 rolls for $9.76. Shrimp tempura, cucumber, avocado, and teriyaki sauce. Nobody would know if you just had a picnic. You just say you bought it from the restaurant, right, guy? Where'd you go? Well, that's what he's been doing for COVID, since COVID. That's why you guys got all the girls. I believe that. You didn't see the picture. You saw the picture? You saw the guy who's commenting? Oh, just reading. Would I ever do a fan meetup? Well, did you see what happened when I tried to do a live stream? That was the mall, right? Are we understanding this? That's the one mall in Malton. Okay, now you saw the picture. How many is that now? That's two kinds of sesame seeds. The normal ones and black sesame seeds on the top. The seaweed is in the inside. You see that lining, the green? After the rice. That's the seaweed. Well, it says shrimp tempura, and there's probably avocado. What else does it look like in there? Baby corn? What's in there? The big one is the shrimp, buddy. Mm-hmm. You should sublet your apartment to make extra income on the side. And then when someone comes in and just messes it all up and I have to pay for the apartment, what do? Sell the renter? You know, when you sublet, you're still responsible, right? For that whole apartment if anything happens to it. Just saying, you should sublet your apartment to make extra income on the side. If you know responsible adults who could rent responsibly, then you could do that, yeah, and make a good income. Spend 1 week in a shelter every month for some extra cash. Why do you even bother coming on here? Airbnb. Have you ever used an Airbnb? Any of you? Gone to one? Stayed in it for how long? Did you ever think about the sheets there? You just sleep in them? The towels they give you, or you take your own? The Airbnbs. I'm a wealthy socialite. I only do luxury hotels. Oh, okay, well. I have an airtight excuse for everything. Do you hear yourself? It's actually like if somebody took out Malta, nobody would even bother. You just say, oh, good, free land. We can make more houses. I once stayed. Yeah, if you go for a night, it used to be something people did. Then what happened to it? The experience. Oh, we've gone past an hour. A YouTube thing now, right? And did the YouTubers have any problems staying in hotel motels and Holiday Inns by themselves? Were they all with women and men? How did that work for all these years in YouTubers? Oh, I'm interested. I'd love to know. Anyway, me and Empathy Bear are going to end the live stream right here for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know about learning things. You seem like you don't listen very good. Maybe we'll do some more videos for the kids and they can tell you when they come home from school. Instead of using their phone, they'll just start talking to their parents and teaching them. We'll do courses for the kids instead so they can teach their parents in secret. Enjoy your night, Malton. See you next time. Oh, Amy Seukeran, Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Life Coach. I'm not going to say destroying Malton. The children shouldn't hear that. They're just helping remake it into a child-friendly Malton, right? Where adults aren't mean. They're nice to children, minimum. They don't judge people and insult them based on absolutely nothing. Okay. See you later, Malton.